Good evening, folks. Just Graham Keith here with another video from the Great Wake Up. If you want, please like, share and subscribe, join the channel and make the channel grow, because we're being heavily suppressed by YouTube and the algorithm anyway, because of the nature of the content that we put out. The truth is not welcome on YouTube, but we're going to continue with it anyway. And in today's video, we're going to talk about courts. So it's Magistrates Court, Crown Court, all of those things like that. Okay, in the UK or in your country, it's the same with a different name. So, Magistrates Courts, why are they committing fraud? Well, one, they're not a court. They're a registered business on Dun and Bradstreet. Now, if you go to Dun and Bradstreet on Google, type that in Google, and then find the site at the top, click on it, and then what you can do is you can actually search for your local court on Dun and Bradstreet, and you'll find that they'll email you a Dun's number. The Dun's number is a business number that shows that the business is operating and running for profit. So I should tell you it all right there, really, shouldn't it? But magistrates courts are fraudulent. One, they're a business. Two, they operate on the process of trust fraud. Trust fraud is your legal name. Your legal name is a trust. It is not your name. It is not your property. But when you were born, they call it birth, but when you were born, you were essentially in your mum's womb for 9 months. The placenta was then cut. The government then took property and control of the placenta, registered it as a corporation and gave you a birth certificate proving ownership of the placenta, and they've taught you to believe that you're that name. So you go through school learning that name, hands in the air at register every day until it becomes indoctrinated in second nature. So that's criminal conversion, because they're trying to coerce you, or you were not told the full, aspects of the contract, or none of this was going to be happening. So it makes the contract null and void from the outset, which is fraud from the outset. So you are in the clear because you didn't know, you were not told, blah, 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 blah. So that's reason number two, criminal conversion, or personage it's called, and that is a crime that carries a sentence. All magistrates court judges are committing personage as well every single day, because they're converting the living man into the dead without the living man knowing. And the living man also doesn't know, number three, the rules of the court. They're all fraudulent, manipulated, and only apply to a legal entity which you were not told when you were born. Same thing applies. It's all fraud from the top down. So magistrates courts, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Same as crown courts, but they just appear a bit more scary, and the people are dressed up in more fancy costumes who work inside the building. But again, this is why magistrates, whether they're on a magistrates court or on a crown court, where they take an oath. They take an oath to the British Accredited Regency, which is the bar, which is the school that all solicitors, lawyers and judges have to go to in order to take their oath and uphold the law, in inverted commas. Now we'll know that two laws exist. Well, no, one law exists and one legislation exists. If you're in America, it's law and the Code of Congress. If you're in the UK, it's law and legislation. Legislation is only enforceable by consent. Consent can operate in many ways. One is tacit consent, where you don't respond. If you don't respond, it's taken as acceptance. It's one of the legal maxims. He who does not deny accepts. But essentially, it's all fraud. So always know who you really are. Who you really are is your first name and your Christian name without surname. And you have no obligation to say that you're a name with a surname, and no matter who you're in front of. If you're in front of a policeman, a solicitor, a barrister, a judge, a crown court judge, a county court judge, anyone in the legal system, you are not anything to do with it. It's all fraud, including the courts, from the day you were born till the day you die. And obviously common law, but if you injure a victim in real life, the living, breathing victim, maybe assault or murder or something like that, then yes, you have every reason to have your collar felt, and you need to be arrested and go through the process of law and be charged and found innocent or guilty and the appropriate punishment or not. And that's all well and good. No one's saying that this should be lawless, because it shouldn't. We do need law, and we do need police to enforce common law. But that's all we need. And that's how the world has gradually gone from the beautiful place it once was 20, 30 years ago to this satanic, indoctrinated enslavement camp, which is only going to turn into an, essentially a prison anyway. We live in a prison anyway, which is what makes the court process quite funny, because they only put you in prison to create a bond, which you can discharge and you can settle with a bill of exchange, all this kind of thing. But that's on another topic. Essentially, though, all courts are fraud based upon they're committing criminal conversion, personage. They're tricking you into a contract which you were not made aware of, which is null and void, nunc pro tunc. From the day you were born, it's all BS, it's all fraud, it's all lies. And the only way you get free is by living with your true name, which is your first name and your middle name if you have one. And if not, your first name will do. So that's how courts are defrauding you every single day, as well as the entire system, because the entire system is built on fraud. So that'll be the end of this video. If you want to see some more great content, then make sure you check out other videos on the channel, and make sure that you open your eyes in this world of illusion, because as the powerful elitist bankers say in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. But my job is to get you to great wake up with the two eyes that God gave you. See, one, the outer lie, the outer world lie, and the lie within yourself, all the things that you believe, all the things that you were taught, which are all secondary and all untrue. And step into the real world without the lies, the real world through your eyes, where you realise the truth. And you do that with a great wake up. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.